there are topics like the Canada topic that we need to address, because this is the kind of things that I told you that this is how the United States affects or influences the world. Canada's deputy prime minister resigns as tensions with Trudeau rise over Trump affairs. PM. Chrystia Freeland, who is also Minister of Finance, says country faces grave challenge from Trump policy. And you remember that Trump made this not so joke. It was a pleasure to have dinner the other night with Governor Justin Trudeau of the great state of Canada. Like let's annex Canada as a state of the United States, the 51st state. I look forward to seeing the governor again soon so that we may continue our in-depth talks on tariffs and trade, the results of which will be truly spectacular for all. Donald J. Trump. And for this lady decided to, no, this is way too much. This is not going to work. I'm going to resign. Why? Why is she resigning? The letter tells you everything that you need to know. It has been the honor of my life to serve, blah, blah, blah. On Friday, you told me you no longer want me to cast Trudeau. You told me you no longer want me to serve as your finance minister and offer me another position in the cabinet. Upon reflection, I have concluded that the only honest and viable path is for me to resign from the cabinet. To be effective, a minister must speak on behalf of the prime minister and with his full confidence. In making your decision, you made clear that I no longer credibly enjoy that confidence and possess the authority that comes with it. It's nothing personal, because no Canadian, and by extension, nobody in the world thinks that Justin Trudeau, by any means, by Justin Trudeau himself, has any of those qualities. So, no hard feelings. For the past number of weeks, you and I have found ourselves at odds about the best path forward for Canada. Our country today faces a grave challenge. The incoming administration in the United States is pursuing a policy of aggressive economic nationalism, including a threat of 25% tariffs. We need to take that threat extremely seriously. That means keeping our fiscal powder dry today so we have the reserves we may need, blah, blah, blah. Okay? That means pushing back against America First economic nationalism with a determined effort to fight for capital and investment and the jobs they bring. That means working in good faith and humility with the premiers of the provinces. I know Canadians would recognize and respect such an approach. No, Canadians want all of you out. Canadians want all of you out. Every single one of you. Every single one of you. You have destroyed a beautiful country. Have destroyed. I will always be grateful for the chance to have serving, blah, blah, blah. I look forward to continue to work with my colleagues at Liberal Member of Parliament, blah, blah, blah. Liberals come. And now nobody is getting a check. They are canceling it. Scoop, Freeland, to reverse, promise $250 working Canadians checks in mini budget Monday. Like this is like some kind of retaliation. Like she's mad. She is really mad. And this is the thing that I am telling you. Is that these people despise the country and its citizens. That's what you get from people on the left. No matter which country we're talking about, they despise the citizens. I'm going to show you a clip of Trudeau as well. I haven't added the corresponding captions. I apologize. Going to create those subtitles in real time. And meanwhile, we're going to see this opinion from a guy that has a very good pulse on what means of Freeland going away. This is from Ed Greenspan. I'm not sure I have ever seen such a sweeping condemnation from a departed minister. Canada, US, fiscal management, federalism, political gimmicks, working for ourselves, plus Why would a self-respecting central banker agree to be finance minister in an imploding government? How does that work? But the problem is that, as I'm telling you, these people hate Canadians. Let's watch this video of Trudeau so you understand what I'm talking about.
I didn't get to choose this place. I was born here, and I can almost take it for granted. And anytime I meet people who got to make the deliberate choice, whose parents chose Canada, I'm jealous.
So he essentially says that since I was born in Canada, I'm a Canadian by, being born here, I'm taking that for granted. So let's continue. Let's continue listening to him.
Because I think being able to choose it rather than being Canadian by default is an amazing statement of attachment to Canada, which is.
So it's amazing. It's if you choose Canada, okay. If you were not born in Canada and you choose Canada to live, if you're an abroadian in Canada, then you are demonstrating more attachment, more love for the country than those who were born in the country. So essentially he's saying that those who were born abroad, outside of Canada, and come to live in Canada deserve to be called Canadians. I'm trying to keep my English in check with this one, but this is just baffling. I needed to share this with you because I thought that this was some kind of joke or something. But no, this is not a joke. He said that. Oh, I'm jealous of those who chose Canada. I was born in here. There's no big deal. If you were born in here, then it's like, it's by default. You are a Canadian by default. Those who come here, they chose. Which
is why I always sort of laugh whenever you see people who are, not many of them, but intolerant or think, oh yeah, no, go back to your own country. Well, no, you chose this country. This is your country more than it is for others because we take it for granted, we default.
This is your country more, I have to repeat that. This
is your country more than it is for others because.
And the others are those who were born Canadians. What the
others, because we take it for granted, we default into this place. And
we take it for granted. If you were born in Canada, you automatically, Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister, has said that you take your country for granted. It's that simple. Those who come from outside and choose to live in Canada, they deserve more appreciation and stuff.
I think understanding that power of building a country that is made of people who chose or whose ancestors chose to build a new life here is really, really exciting.
I would like Trudeau. I would love Trudeau to have that exact same statement, that conversation with the natives. I don't know how to say this. You know, all these native Canadians that are from, before the invasion. I would like him to say this to their faces to see how they react. If he has the balls to say that to their faces, I don't think he will be able to do that. And further proof that these people hate Canadians with all their guts. With all their guts is this. Remember this clip. Remember this is Canada's finance minister, ex-finance minister Freeland has resigned. She is laughing about freezing the bank accounts of truckers who protested Trudeau's tyrannical COVID policies.
So you're confirming that accounts have been frozen, both personal and corporate, but
you see that you see the way that she's got her that body language of delight of controlling and trying to destroy these people's livelihoods.
You're not releasing the information. And the actual follow-up is, I'm just wondering whether the bank accounts will be targeted of individuals who donated to the Give, Send, Go and the GoFundMe campaigns. Are they considered designated people under the Emergencies Act, meaning that their credit cards could be cut and financial services are targeting them as well?
I remember that there was a video that people were asking me to analyze of this woman in which she has all this, she's all over the place with her body language movement. It's so odd to watch.
Okay, so the names of both individuals and entities, as well as crypto wallets, have been shared by the RCMP with financial institutions, and accounts have been frozen.
Accounts have been frozen because you're going to do as we say, or else.
And more accounts will be frozen. Crowdfunding platforms and payment service providers have started the registration process with FinTrack. In terms of the specifics on whose accounts are being frozen, you now have the regulations. The financial service providers have those regulations as well, and they, working with law enforcement, will be making the operational decisions.
What is the difference of this with North Korea? What is the difference with this with North Korea? The control, not only how you despise, you hate your citizens and you control them, and you have this ambition to go full sadist on your own citizens. And who in their right mind elects these people? I don't know. But one thing is for certain. Socialism everywhere. Socialism has never worked. Socialism has never worked and never will. Oh, what about the countries, the Scandinavian countries? Well, I can have a word or two about that. Maybe we can do a full show about that. But no, this is not working, especially because these people on the left hate you with all their guts, and they will eventually make your life miserable. Sadly, this is the only thing that we have